Hey y'all, welcome back to Trendy DIY 29, back with another video. As you can tell, I got a green stalk, I guess the green stalk turner. I'm not sure what you really call it. So I just wanted to do a quick unboxing to show you guys what it looks like. Bear with me, I have one hand. Maybe I should have already opened this box before I started filming. Okay, so the green stalk tower, like I told you guys, I purchased it a little while ago and thought, oh, it's okay, I can just rotate my plants, I'm not going to spend the extra money. And here it goes. So here it comes with the wheels. It comes with a water tube, which is going to help the water to drain out of the bins. And this is the bottom piece. Right now, they had them on sales like 40 bucks. If you go on Amazon, they're like 50 something. So I would advise you to buy it directly from Greenstalk, because you will save almost 20 bucks. So I think on Amazon it's like $55 or something. So definitely buy it from Greenstalk. I did get my Greenstalk tower from Amazon, but it's actually from the actual Greenstalk company. It's not from like a independent seller. And of course they send you with a little bag of goodies like they always do. So let me open this and see what's in it. Sorry guys. I wish they sent me different seeds. I'm like kind of annoyed that they sent me the same seeds. Yay, mixed lettuce. And you can't grow lettuce right now. And I wish they would have sent me something that I actually could grow right now, but they didn't. But they sent me this organic mixed lettuce seeds. And then I love how in the back they like show you, you know, the stages of like how it'll look when it grows. That's pretty helpful. Mine was packed with care by Reagan. I love the fact that they tell me who packed my order. I love that. Greenstalk, their thank you note that they always send. And then right here, they basically just have a little insert talking about the Greenstalk, about their new innovative products. Like they have a new leafy Greenstalk that's made for like leaf greens, and it's not as deep. But I feel like if you can get a Greenstalk, just invest in the deep one, because then you can plant everything. And then this is kind of like the inspiration to the innovation. They show you how it works. So I'm going to set this up and we're going to figure out how to do this. So I'm going to hand this right now. We're going to put down some what are those, 16 by 16s? Some 16 by 16 paver stones. So we got these at Home Depot. I want to say they're like $2. Got these from Home Depot. We got 4 of these. And the problem that I have is that my yard is super uneven. This is the Greenstalk. I took it apart. That's the 2 pieces. As you can see, my plants are getting massive, guys. Like, this is the squash that I told you I had no business growing, but it actually looks like it's doing pretty well. I did spray my plants with some neem oil. And the neem oil, I think I put a little too much in there, so my plants got affected a little bit. I didn't technically test spray because I did it before, but the second time that I did the neem oil solution, I measured it by eye, and I did not measure it with a measuring spoon. So do not measure it by eye. Measure it with a measuring spoon, because you can tell like some of my leaves look kind of off a little bit. Go over here. I'll just show you guys a quick thing while my boyfriend is he's getting stuff set up. He built me, he took some 2x4s, and what he did, it looks almost like a raised bed. So he basically took some 2x4s, he put it into, built it into a square. He's going to set these pavers in the inside, and then he has some leveling sand, because my yard is super uneven, and I wanted to make sure that the garden stalk is even, because if it's not, then you'll get more water on one side, and you don't want that. As you guys can see right here, I don't know what's going on with these. They are like crunching up. So I got to figure out, because one thing I can say, the stuff that I've had in the Greenstalk, it does not seem Like, it seems like a lot of the vegetables in the green stalk, to me, it seems like they're not as great as they would be if I had them in individual containers. But I feel like it's because they're all getting the same feed. They're all getting the same. They're getting different versions of sunlight. So I feel like that might be the issue. The peppers are doing really well, but as you can see, the peppers are getting massively tall. So I wish I would have put all the peppers on the bottom. I might still move plants around, but I don't know. I really don't want to risk killing anything. But yeah, you can see the Swiss chard is doing pretty well. My tomato that I have in there, which is an indeterminate, I pruned it down to, I want to say 3 stalks, 3 stems. And I just keep pruning it because you want to make sure that if you grow anything that's indeterminate, that you're going to continue to prune it down to like maybe 1 or 2 stalks. I did 3 just because the 3rd stalk had flowers on it and I didn't want to risk, you know, cutting those off and not getting the tomatoes. And I want to do a disclaimer from my last video when I kept talking about, oh, I want the bee to come and pollinate the tomatoes. I did some more research, guys, and that's why I say research is key. You do not need pollinators for tomatoes. Tomatoes pollinate themselves, and beans pollinate themselves. And there is a spider inside of my green stalk. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes spiders are good because they'll eat the aphids and stuff. But I am just going to take the spider out because I don't know why she's in here. That's another thing. Green stalk is like spiders love to build stuff in them. So if you get a green stalk, you make sure that you're going around at least once a week checking for spider webs, because you don't want it to get too crazy. So like right now you see he set up the 4 pavers. He got the wheels on there. So now we're just gonna try to hook up the little tube on the bottom, which is gonna help the water drain out, which is important. I always wondered why it didn't have a tube that came with it when you first got it, but I guess there's no hole down there to stick the tube in. And you see how I got some debris in here? You want to clean these out because it can clog up the holes. So you want to keep your things free. So now we have the little tube in it coming out the side. So as it drains through, any excess water will flow out into the grass. So now I'm going to pick this up and I will be back. Alright guys, so I just had to cut the video off. I had to help him lift this. Oh my goodness. If you're going to get these wheels before you set this up. Do not second guess yourself like I did, because this is super freaking heavy and it's not even, the soil is not even wet. So make sure that if you're going to get, first of all, get the wheels. Don't even think about it because your plants on the back is going to die. I found that out. But definitely make sure that you put it on the wheels and you set it all up before you fill it up with dirt and all of this stuff, because this was a pain to lift this up. My fingers got crushed. So now I got to add the other tier right here on top of this, and then it should be fully set up, and then I'm going to water it and show you guys how it works. Okay guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I set it up. It's not level because it is kind of on a gangster lean, but it'll be okay until he had to go to work. But you see, we sat it up on these 4 paver stones, and we had actually purchased some leveling sand, so we're probably going to do that tomorrow. And he built a little cage, literally of just like plywood that's going to go around this square of paver stones. And he's basically going to put leveling sand, put the paver stones on top to make sure that they're even. He's going to put the wooden bracket around the sides of it, almost like how you would build a raised bed, just to make sure that it holds it in place and that it doesn't go anywhere. Because right now it is not really that level, but I'm going to show you guys that the good thing about this is that, like I told you, this right here is where all your water is going to come out of when you water it. And then as you can see, it has wheels. But the good thing about these wheels are that these wheels actually lock. There's 3 wheels that lock and 3 that don't, I believe. So it's 3 that lock, and like every other wheel locks. So if I would unlock this, I can easily roll it, but I don't because it's not level right now. And I just tried to like roll it when it wasn't level, and it was clipping like the edge of the paver stone. So I was like, you know what, let me lock this in place. But I did rotate it, and I moved the back. Look how big this green bean is, guys. Like, this is what you don't want. You know, you really don't want this. But yeah, so make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe, and I will be back with another video to show you guys the final product.